On this vote, the yeas are 216, the nays are 212. The bill is passed. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
A bill to merge the US and Israeli militaries just passed the House. Only 7 Republicans voted against it, 6 Democrats voted for it, and the decision has some irreversible consequences. NDAA Section 219 will force the US and Israeli militaries to co-develop AI, joint weapons production, and drone production. But the part that can't be undone is a fusion of our data. Once American data has been handed over to Israel, you cannot just unwind that. Israel is infamous for having some of the most sophisticated spyware in the world. During the current war in Iran, Israel has even been caught spying on American officials and attempting to sabotage negotiations. Now, why is this not on the front page of every major outlet right now? Well, mainstream media is dead, so our journalists over at Interval are working around the clock to not just highlight the stories that matter, but also the angles we know we're not getting. Oftentimes the stories that are getting suppressed or outright censored. We can only push for change if we are staying informed and not manipulated. So I hope I catch you over on interval.news and in the next one.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to begin by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, and shalom to the full elect. All right, so you saw the beginning videos. So you see, you have America, right? Babylon, the Roman Empire revised, whatever you want to call it, right? Place of many names, right? You see them having a pact with Israel, Now, brothers have probably already seen this. This happened a few days ago. And, some people may say, well, that's just the House. It has to go past the Senate, yada, 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 right? Which, we know. But at the same time, it just shows, it's really just showing who they are, right? And it's really just showing who's on whose side. As I said that, let's grab this. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians. If I'm not mistaken, yes. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8, right? Because again, this is just them, America and Israel, right? The people who call themselves Israel, right? They are coming together, right? So it's just showing that they're on the same side, right? It's showing, Babylon and, those small hatters are the same people, which in essence, really, these Babylonians, meaning, these people in high places like Trump, as well as, you got with the Vice President Vance, people like that, and really all the presidents before, because when you do, your research and you look, all the presidents in the past have done what? They all go to the land of Israel and basically pay homage to the place, right? So, again, it's just showing, they're all in cahoots with each other, but we know who these people truly are, which is devils, Esau, Edom, Amalek, right? So this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. It says, then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Because he's going to destroy this place, right? He's going to destroy this place, very swiftly, But that wicked has been revealed. We know exactly who it is. We know exactly who our enemies are, right? And since I said, or since the scriptures say, he gonna destroy, with the brightness of his coming, right? I'll just go straight to Joel, which I had pulled up, Joel 3, right? And I'll straight to the point, verse 2, right? It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, or Yahweh Shaphat, right? It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, for whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land, right? So what did they do? It just told you, right? They scattered the people. This is why we're everywhere, right? But again, you know, America's army and their armies, them coming together, again, it's just showing what, you know, what the people are truly up against, right? What the people of, let me rather say, what the children of Israel are up against. You know, it's just proven, you know, it's those small hairs over there. They control, you know, the media. They control, you know, the athletes. They control everything. That's why if you speak out against them, you know, you get, you know, you may get censored, or, you know, when an athlete or an actor or a musician, whatever, whenever anyone speaks out against them, you know, they immediately get reprimanded. You know, they immediately get scorned, or, you know, anything of that nature. Right? Because, you know, dealing with Babylon, they're untouchable. Right? Those people are untouchable. You know? Like it was like an interview with I forgot what's the guy's name, Tucker Carlson, right? It was Tucker Carlson, and I forgot who the man was. I did a video on it, but I forgot who the man was that he was interviewing with, and he was saying, you know, a lot of the things that they do is, you know, because they truly believe that those people over there are the children of the Most High, and it says, you know, bless them or whatever, right? So he truly believes that he has to bless those small hairs over there right now, you know, in order to be in good graces with, you know, the Lord, which is, you know, he serves, you know, a false idea of who the true power is, right? But point being, again, these people are all in cahoots with each other, man. But it's gonna fall. This place is gonna fall. That's why Yahweh Shemel Shah has destroyed both of those places. He has to destroy Babylon, of course, right? America, he has to destroy this place, right? But he also has to, you know, destroy the land of Israel as it is to at this point in time, because they polluted it, right? They polluted the land, so it's gonna have to be redone. But, you know, that's gonna be Esau Edom's job, you know, in the kingdom. You know, they're gonna be put to work, right? But this is did I read this already? No, I did not. This is Ezekiel 36 and verse 5, right? It reads, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea," right? Idumea is just Esau Edom, right? It says, "which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart." Who is this people? I mean, who can this refer to? Who could this possibly refer to? Those people over there in the land, those so-called JOOs, you know? I speak like that because, again, I told you, you know, and brothers have witnessed, you know, if you say certain things against those people, they take your videos down, they give you strikes, because they're protected, man. They're protected. But continuing on with the verse, it says, "which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for prey." So again, this is what they do, man. These people are deceitful people, but like I read in 2 Thessalonians, you know, that wicked is being revealed, man. We know. That's why, you know, in those comments of those videos, you know, a lot of those people were against it. You know, a lot of people were saying, you know, that was a bad decision, a wrong thing to do, right? To combine both, you know, American and Israeli armies. I just say it, you know. But I mean, so that's pretty much it. You know, I just wanted to say a few things, you know, bring out a few precepts. It's really more of an in the news, for your information kind of thing. So Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'm going to end by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful day.